Good morning, it's up. You guys are all spooning each other in here. Check that out, you guys were here in the drawer. And this only took 2 takes. The first one, I was going to do a dad joke, but it was bad. And then the second one, I feel like my dad joke was a little bit better. So, yeah, there you go there. I am actually going to get a spoon. You guys I'm getting one of you guys. So, yeah, good morning. We are going to have the usual 2 pancakes protein. And, yeah. You know where it is, guys. We are always using HTLT subs. I will be completely honest. The vanilla protein vegan, it's kind of hard to mouth in any consistency. So I recommend actually drinking that or pancakes. Everything else, don't do it. Just don't do it. But the fruity cereal is the number one. It takes the cake. It takes the cereal. It takes all the flakes. It takes everything. It's taking my heart. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna have some Oreos. You know, the same Oreos that we have every single day. Have you guys watched? What's it called? Oh my gosh, Wreck-It Ralph. One little like joke they did that was so brilliant is when they arrive to like the kingdom, it just shows Oreos, like they're all just like marching back and forth like this, and they're like Oreo, Oreo, Oreo. Do you guys remember that? I'm totally. You know why I remember a lot of movies? Like it's not only that we always had like a TV on growing up. Like it was pretty bad. Like there was always a movie playing in the background no matter what. And like even when my mom would make dinner, my mom would go straight to her room watching whatever show she would watch. It was either 24 or some sort of novella. There was no this novella she was watching. It was like, you guys need to tell me if I got some Hispanics in here, any of you guys, if you know what novella this is. It was about a guy who, like, I think he died, but his soul was switched to a different guy's body, and he was like a handsome, like he had a beard, curly long hair, like he was hot from what my mom said. And like it was like a conflict just because the wife in this new body was just like was wondering where her husband went, but this guy, he like died and moved to a different body, and then he was looking for his family, which, yeah, it was weird. Anyways, why was I talking about that? Shoot, I lost my train of thought. It's the morning. I'm just rambling at this point. But oh yeah, TV's on and everything. So even me too, like being an artist, like how I like kind of retained a lot of information and just like what is that, photographic memory too, is when I would work on art projects, I would just have the TV on in the background. And the more I had in the background, like I would just remember scenes or just things that were quoted. So when I'm like drawing or something, I'm just like, I hear something, I'm like, huh, that's funny. I like that quote or whatever. And so I would just remember it, right? And yeah, which was kind of a struggle because it kind of like made me, it was difficult for me to listen and to, not that I didn't listen as a kid, but my social aspect of life was just a struggle because I was pretty introverted. I didn't hang out with a lot of kids around my neighborhood just because my mom wanted to protect me, because a lot of people out there were drinking and doing drugs and smoking that good stuff that I still have never tasted or sucked or whatever before. So yeah, a little bit about me. Let's put some. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Don't say it's mid. Well, one thing too about today's video. So we are pretty much out of rice. So this is how much rice I have left. The rice and I just thought about Breaking Bad just because of rice. That's all we have left. And your boy, I don't feel like throwing this in the pot and putting my finger in and measuring it and trying to figure it out. I actually don't know how to do that. If you guys are like cultured people, there's a trick that a lot of people do. The Caucasians don't do it. It's everybody but them. I do it. Well, now Paige does it just because she learned it from my sister, and I still don't have the skill set just because I guess I'm just a man. I just don't know anything. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. Um, but no, you get whatever rice, instead of using a measuring cup, you just dump the rice in your stinking bowl, and then you just put your finger in the bowl, and then you raise water all the way up to the first line on your finger, and that's it. And you don't have to measure anything. You throw it on the stove or your rice cooker, and it'll be ready to go. So if you guys know that trick, like, you know, you know. Paige knows. Paige knows. And it's funny with Paige. She gets it all the time. People wonder what she is. Like, people wonder if she's like Polynesian, if she's like Italian, Middle Eastern. I think she's gone Armenian. Like, there's so many things that she could be. So, but no, she's just. What are you? Are you just Irish?
I'm mostly German and English.
She's just mostly German and English. So yeah, and we're she's the vanilla to my caramel. I'm the caramel. Yeah, we're not quite Oreos. If anything, we're more of the golden Oreos. Yeah, I'm the golden. She's my cream. Whoa. I am the I am the cookie pat. I'm the cook. I'm the cookie bun, and she's a patty. That sounds better, doesn't it? I'll see you at the next meal. You guys know how this is, and I'm going to be like, "Oh, it's so good." So I'll see you in the next one. But anyways, yeah, the rice, we ran out of rice, so all we have is sourdough, and our sourdough doesn't have any fat in it. So I'm just like, yes, we're gonna have a lot of bread today, and it's weird. This sourdough, it only has like 4 ingredients, I guess, and the biggest difference between that bread and then any other bread is I actually get full off of it compared to anything else. Like, this right here is it. Kind of reminds me of my sister. My sister would make sourdough all the time. We would wake up and then it's just there. I need to learn how to make bread, but instead we're just gonna make bread, if you know what I mean. Money. Be the man. Cool. See you next time. Swap the screen, Josh. Josh, you're editing this, so swap the screen, like, right now. Man, your boy really needs to prioritize his health, just because I feel like I'm getting some heartburn or something. It's like I breathe in. Oh, we're feeling better. But like my heart or something in this area is just like it's feeling stretched and it hurts. And it's like there's like a cramp, but it's getting better the more I'm breathing and fine dining and breathing. Sorry, totally thought about SpongeBob when I said the word breathing. Have you seen that episode where SpongeBob, where the Krusty Krab, they're trying to change a few things about their service just because Squilliam, Squidward's rival, is going to be in town, and yeah, he just wants to impress Squilliam, and so he tries to make the Krusty Krab more of like a fine dining 5-star restaurant, and then for SpongeBob to not be just like your normal fry cook at like a burger joint, he reads a fine dining book because Squidward's just like, you need to learn fine dining and breathing. He's like, fine dining and breathing. So this is meal number 2. Not much protein at all, really. I mean, there is protein in these 2 breads, sourdough. But we're going to keep it simple. I'm going to make this meal pretty light. I honestly would really appreciate the lightness of a meal right now just because your boy, yesterday we went to the Filipino restaurant and they gave us free halo halos and also the sinigang. Gave us some of that too. And I got pretty full, man. I got pretty full from that meal. And just with those additional calories, I made it into a refeed date after all. So my refeed date is used for the week. Can't have another refeed. Yeah, we're feeling really full. Oh, man. My chest, it's not feeling good, guys. It's not feeling. So doing 36 grams of organic strawberry spread. I got this from Costco because I'm a Costco girl now. And then we're gonna use, I believe, 30 grams of the almond butter. So let's dive into this. This is so skinny boy Josh back when I was skinny, I'm still skinny. Like, look at me. We're pretty skinny. But with posing, we definitely can improve that. Look at that. We just grew some size. You know what we did? We, you see, when you put your thumb on your hip, like your lower back actually, use that as leverage to open up your lat, align it with your torso. So your lat will open up and then your rear delt should be engaging too. And then you do it on this side too. And have your fist look like if you're holding a luggage, and then you point it to whoever's looking at you, and then see how my lat just comes out. See that nice V taper, and then I angle my hips too. See, we look big now, but right here we look kind of mid. Um, yeah, let's dive into this. Man, guys, I feel so lazy right now just because, I'm not your common, I guess, YouTuber where I want to set up my camera in the perfect spot. I've been so, I guess, lazy to the point where I just put my camera wherever. Like right now, you're on a rice pot right now. So I'm hoping the rice pot holds you as long as possible. Like it's a rice pot and then the cover on top of it, and the cover's upside down. So it's like making a gap and you're in between those two things. But normally going to my peanut butter. Let's see. That's probably a good photo. Yeah. You see, I always make sound effects when I smile. You see, like this. Just because you know how people, when they take pictures, like say cheese, and then you're just trying to smile. That's why I'm doing it. I know I'm so weird, but whatever. But yeah, I'm just trying to be more authentic, man. Like, I think one thing that we could get in our heads about content is wanting to make the perfect frame, the perfect like image, a perfect whatever, crazy edits and everything. And I've been getting DMs from people like, "Hey, what would you recommend doing for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok to make it like get eyes?" I feel like once I cared less about the views and more about just like the inputs, the process, and through it all, the more like YouTube, Instagram, all the content just made it fun. Like, I don't follow trends anymore. I used to follow trends, but when I would follow trends, guys, I would like stress the crap out of me, and I just didn't feel like myself. Another thing too, like when this is like from a viewer perspective. This is for me. When I see filters on videos or pictures, I'm like so turned off. Like it gives me like major like something I see on Facebook or even like MySpace like energy. Like it just looks gross. Like it looks gritty. Doesn't look nice. So why? And also like why give you the stress of like editing more and just thinking about like does this look good enough, like why don't you just post it and just not put a filter on it? And that's what I do. Like I don't put filters on these. If anything, my transitions from this clip to the next one, it does a swipe, and I've been playing with that. But you know why I do a swipe in my videos? It's because I'm just trying to play homage to Star Wars. You know, in Star Wars when like they show a scene and then it swipes to the other one, like that's what George Lucas did a lot. So that's why I'm doing it, you know. And then if you notice when I talk about um, here, I'll use this for example. We're going to talk about HTLT subs. This is a supplement company I'm affiliated with. Use code Josh, and when my little HTLT subs and use my code, you'll save like 15% off. Pops up. Notice the letters. The letters pay homage to two things. One, the brand, my brand, Take on Common Action. We're black and yellow, so black and yellow. And another thing too, if you notice the font or caption, they pay homage to My Hero Academia. It's an anime. And I believe they use a similar font. So I'm just like paying homage to those things. Or on top of that, just because the name of hopefully they don't take it away. The name of the font is called Bangers. And just the font itself, it just reminded me of like a comic book. I grew up reading a lot of comic books. My first comic book I ever picked up was, I believe it was like a Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, like from Marvel, like those covers were freaking awesome. Ghost Rider, and it was also like a Predator comic, like Aliens vs Predator. That one too. And I just collected comics all the time. And it's just like, it's the font for comics. It just brings back that nostalgia and everything. And everything I do is all about nostalgia. Like these big pants. I'm surprised the phone didn't drop. These big pants, the reason why I wear them is just like they remind me of Toji from Toji from, why can't I think right now? Jujutsu Kaisen,
And then also thinks about Killua from Hunter x Hunter. These are all animes, and even Gorto. I forgot his name. The villain that is like super OP, who's becoming OP now. He's OP from One Punch Match. So they're all just parts of me, and like these shirts, these tanks, again, anime aesthetics, and they also complement the physique. Like the more you, the what's it called? Less is more. Like in my opinion, I look bigger and aesthetically pleasing with wife lovers, like wife beaters, than a stringer. A stringer actually makes me look really stringy, which is funny. It makes me look skinnier. So I've studied a little bit of clothing, and like sometimes when you wear less clothes, it just looks more appealing to the eye. Like, have you ever seen like we'll use dating for example. We'll use Paige. The more Paige is bundled up and wearing clothes, like it's just like she just seems more attractive to me. Like if she's wearing a coat and a really nice blouse and like just pants, like it's just like wow, that's attractive woman. It's like think of the scene from like the classiness, the scene from I can't even think of 101 Dalmatians. You know the love interest like that. That is like a modest look. It's like less is more. I think I've heard a quote saying like modest is hottest. Where like when someone who is just like pretty much naked out on the streets is just kind of like I don't know, it's just not appealing to the eye. It may be for some people, but it's just like you want to tease the look, and so that's kind of I use that in my way of like dress too. It's just like less is more. Like why show off your entire physique? Just show the bare minimum, and it just looks cool. Like I look like a I look like a main character. Anyways, I'm rambling a ton, guys. I'm gonna eat this meal. Normally, I like to slap them together, but I'm beginning to learn, at least for myself, I don't like almond butter and jam slapped together. I like peanut butter more, and I like almond butter by itself. So we're gonna get up and personal with you. Mm. Today's schedule, I got like 40 minutes. We're gonna do a posing session with my boy Scott, and then I have another posing session after that, and then another one, and then I'll eat again. The next meal, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty much having Lunchables because your boy, we're only using bread for the day. I mean, I had pancakes earlier today, but I'm really feeling nostalgic. I just want a Lunchable type of meal. So that's what we're doing. So see you in the next meal. Intro Star Wars slide. Go. We are having our next meal. Next meal is 100 grams of romaine lettuce and these little, look at that. I just put 3 sourdough breads and then 3 slices of ham and then what is it? I think it's 50 grams of cheddar cheese. Oh my gosh, I was brain farting. You know, I usually use this romaine lettuce to what is it? Hold up, this is a good photo right here. I would usually use this romaine lettuce to like put in the sandwich, but for me to like pre get myself full, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm grass fed. No sauce, no seasoning on this. Straight up raw. I know. Almost choked on a leaf. Lettuce leaf? Just quote it. Airbender again. Yummy. We love veggies. If I'm being honest, guys, the last clip I did, 10 minutes has passed. I just want to get rid of this meal. And I just want to wait many hours until I eat my next meal. And then we'll have our very, very, very last meal. So we're having, I think, 5 meals in total. The pancakes, the PB&J, this one, and then we're gonna have another one, and then we're gonna have dinner. So send blessings to your boy that he will stay true to his goals. He will, don't worry. You know what? Here's an announcement. Or like a few things. One thing, super grateful for you guys that are watching the videos because we're very close to being monetized. I think we hit the 200s, like 3,200.
I think you're like 700 hours away.
I'm like 700 hours away from being monetized, so that's super cool. I think it will come this soon. And on top of that, yeah, the Filipino authentic restaurant is doing good as well. So we are most likely we're going back to the restaurant on Friday, and I'll post a new video about that, having that food on Saturday. So yeah, let me know what other type of food you want me to try, like Korean food, Japanese. Like I'm open to it all. More for like the Asian foods. I feel like they're a lot cleaner than American. I look at all these fried places like Culver's, um, yeah, just straight up fried like Southern foods, and it's just not worth it with the amount of fat they have. Like I'm still trying to track my stuff. Mm. We're getting to the core part of the leaf, or now it's starting to taste like dirt. It's worse. Cheers. A news flash or announcement. We might go to the Olympia. There's like a 95% chance we'll go. So I think I'm gonna start like I guess like a series. I want to mentally prepare myself as if I am going to Olympia, like I'm going to compete. So I think I'm gonna do it over like 30 days out from the Olympia, 29 days out from the Olympia, and like use that mindset as if I'm training for Olympia and I'm also hitting my food goals for the Olympia. I think that would be really cool. I was thinking about that when I was at Planet Fitness today. Today was like one of the first times going to a Planet Fitness, and I actually really liked it. Just because they had no music playing. It was almost like you go to Dollar Tree or you go to Walgreens and never play music. It's always just kind of like awkward and quiet. I'm just like, wow, I could hear myself thinking. And
And the TVs were off from like when we first got there, which was
the
nice.
TVs were off. Oh, like, yeah, that was nice actually. Yeah. So it just had me think a lot. And it was just like when you have silence to yourself, like you have these ideas. And when I was pondering on it more, I was just like, man, I'm locked in. Like, I actually want to do this. And so, yeah, we're most likely going to Olympia. And yeah, why can't I like mentally tell myself, like, yeah, I'm going on stage. Let's go. And yeah, just use that as motivation. Like, again, we're all main characters to our stories. We're all protagonists. Like, I aspire to be there someday as an athlete, however long it will take. And you know what? Might as well start now and change and make the mind shift change. So excited for that. We're most likely gonna, yeah. So if you guys are in Vegas and if you watch these videos, like if you see me at the expo, come say hi. And also, if you have any requests as to what places I should go eat, like authentic places, please, please, please let Paige and I know, just because I have never tried any specific restaurants in Vegas. I've only been there once. But when I was there, I feel like I had a lot of like street tacos and just like nothing specific.
That sounds good.
Yeah, but I grew up with street tacos so all the time in Los Angeles. So I'm just curious to see or hear or just yeah experience. Like I remember when I was there in Caesar's Palace, there were like Korean restaurants. There were like I think there was Filipino food too, and then they're like just all around the world, Greek, all of it. So I'm just like yeah. If you guys have any other suggestions, let me know. My closing call is gonna start in about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna annihilate my Lunchable. Here, I'll give you guys a taste test here. So basic. That's so yummy. Nostalgic. All right, guys, this is the next meal right here. Looking very yummy. 2 sourdough, and then 6 ounces of chicken with some. That's not barbecue sauce. It's actually chocolate syrup. Yummy, man. And then almond butter at the end. So at the bottom. Oh my gosh, can't talk right now, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna throw some cinnamon on it too. Let's do it. We're actually POV. Get to look at my cupboard. Where is the cinnamon at? I know this place is kind of a mess. Is this it? No. Oh my gosh! Imagine putting cowboy seasoning on it. Not that. Oh my gosh! I think we are out of cinnamon. Oh, gosh, there it is right there. Cinnamon. Yeah, one hand it. Am I that talented, guys? Gosh, dang it. Jeez. Switch hands. I'm a righty. Now we try it out. It's probably gonna taste like Christmas. Ho ho ho. Let's do this. It's good. It's good. Man, I should open up a kitchen and call it like Josh's Bizarre Kitchen, full of peanut butter and jelly delicacies and chocolate, peanut butter, chicken. Alright, guys, so today was super telling of how obsessed I actually am with bodybuilding, just because I was on a phone call or opposing call with one of my open bodybuilders. So he's like he's a huge guy. I guess he was giving advice as to how to hit his side relax. So the side relax is like, you probably see the bodybuilders hit their poses like this, and then they turn to the side and they do this. I guess he got advice to hit the pose differently, and he was saying that he felt so uncomfortable and just not natural hitting it. And I had to be authoritative for a second and sit there. I'm just like, don't listen to that advice. Don't, whatever you heard, do not listen to that. And it was just like, it just confirmed to me, because guys, I'm human. I'm hard on myself. Sometimes just being an artist, I could be like, am I really good at what I do? But as soon as he was doing that, and I fixed it with specific cues, I was just like, I know what I'm doing. I need to stop being hard on myself, because this guy, he just looks like a professional. Like, we're here to look like professionals in posing. And if you guys ever want to do posing sessions, like, I got you. Like, you do not need to seek advice anywhere else. I'm not even saying that to like gas myself up. It's just like, I've been watching posing like if I were to compare myself to an anime character, if you guys have watched My Hero Academia, there's Deku, who is obsessive with all of the superheroes, and he knows like their stats, their powers, everything. Like, he knows, he's just a nerd with them. That is me in the bodybuilding world with the posing side. I could look at someone's posing flow, and if they copied it from some bodybuilder, I could probably point it out. That's how obsessive I've gotten into the sport, because I've been watching posing for 3 years. Posing is what got me into the sport, and it's my full-time job now. So there's that. And yeah, it was so bad, guys. I was just like sitting there. I'm just like, let me cook. Let me cook something special for you, my guy. And yeah, and now he's satisfied. Satisfied customer. Remember, you're my number one customer. That's from Jingle All the Way, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger's man. He is so funny. Anyways, my last meal, guys, is nothing crazy. I've had something similar like this before. So I just got 2 sourdough bread, and I had my other half of chicken, so 6 ounces. There you go. Nothing crazy. And then I'm just going to put honey on it. So where the world is the honey? So yeah, because your boy is a freaking baby bear, and he needs his honey. So call me Boo Boo or Pooh Bear. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember Winnie the Pooh, like OG Winnie the Pooh? There's like some creepy stuff. Have you guys seen that edit where like Winnie the Pooh is like doing a straight up 360 head spin and like people like matched it with some like dark devilish demonic video? Like it was creepy. So I actually don't even quote Winnie the Pooh anymore. Like Winnie the Pooh is actually creepy to me now because of that scene. But no, it's all about Boo Boo and Yogi Bear. Those guys. They keep it a little bit more uh, kid friendly. So don't follow Disney; they're corrupt. Pooh? Yeah, Winnie the Pooh is Disney. Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore's so depressing, man. Like, oh my gosh, it's like his backstory and like the theories behind that all. It's pretty wacko. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat this. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. This is the meal, last meal of the day. Isn't that yummy? It's just honey, chicken, and bread. This is all we do. We are so mid. I'm excited for next week just because I'm like trying to form my mindset for these next couple months just because having the thought of us going to Olympia is like kind of like twisting and turning some gears in my brain. I'm literally thinking about Patrick from SpongeBob when Patrick's brain isn't working and it shows like his gears and like there's webs all over the place. That's how I've been feeling after prep. Your boy has just haven't been functioning properly. There's something wrong up here. But I'm excited for what's to come. So stay tuned. So like, comment, subscribe, do all those good things for me and Paige, and be uncommon. Love you guys. Bye.